Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 7. Quentin gave me proper advice and encouragement during my earliest attempts at TV, back in the late 90s. I've never forgotten it. Great bloke. Those words shared by presenter James May capture the kindness and quiet strength of Quentin Wilson, a man whose guidance helped shape careers and whose voice helped shape an industry. Quentin Wilson, who passed away at the age of 68 after a short illness with lung cancer, was a trusted figure in motoring for more than 30 years. Whether you recognized him from the thoughtful side of Top Gear or from his consumer campaigns to lower fuel duty, Wilson was a steady hand in a fast-moving world. He first appeared on television in the early 90s, soon becoming a familiar face to car lovers across Britain. On Top Gear, he stood out with his sharp insights on used cars and his genuine passion for making complex motoring topics understandable. Later, he helped launch Fifth Gear, and wasn't afraid to shine a light on poor driving habits with the hit series Britain's Worst Driver. But Quentin didn't just talk about cars. He fought for the people who drove them. He campaigned tirelessly for lower fuel prices, founding Fair Fuel UK and pressing politicians to ease the burden on everyday motorists. His work led to real-world savings and policy changes that touched millions of lives. He also wrote 10 books, including the respected Top Gear Good Car Guide, and won the Motoring Writer of the Year award. His writing carried the same clear, honest tone that made him so well loved on screen. Colleagues respected him not just for his encyclopedic knowledge, but for his warmth and fairness. His family called him a true national treasure, someone whose wisdom came from diving deep into life, not just learning, but living it fully. Quentin Wilson leaves behind a family, a rich legacy, and generations of drivers better informed because of him. His loss has been felt deeply, not only across the motoring community, but by anyone who welcomed him into their homes through the screen. Tributes to Quentin Wilson. Number 6. In a world where medicine often moves slowly, Robert Bartlett ran ahead and brought us all with him. At 86, Dr. Robert H. Bartlett passed away peacefully, leaving behind a legacy that shaped modern critical care and saved countless lives around the world. Known globally as the father of ECMO, Dr. Bartlett pioneered the development of extracorporeal membrane oxygenation, a life-saving heart-lung bypass technique used for both children and adults. This breakthrough gave desperately ill patients, including premature infants, a second chance when hope seemed gone. His career began in Michigan, followed by training in Boston and an influential period at UC Irvine. In 1971, a turning point came when he led the team that achieved the first adult ECMO survival. Just a few years later, he brought ECMO to neonates, a moment that would change pediatric care forever. Returning to the University of Michigan, he built one of the most respected ECLS labs in the world and later founded the Extracorporeal Life Support Organization. Today, it spans over 60 countries and supports hundreds of expert centers. Despite his scientific brilliance, Dr. Bartlett was known just as deeply for his humility and generosity. He believed life-saving tools should be shared, not owned. Choosing not to patent devices he helped create so that others could advance the field freely. He was equally passionate outside the operating room. Dr. Bartlett played double bass, helped launch the Life Sciences Orchestra, loved sailing through the San Juan Islands, and even found time to write novels. Hockey games and music rehearsals were as much a part of his week as research meetings. For over 5 decades, he received some of medicine's highest honors, but those who knew him say his greatest achievements were his mentorship, his moral compass, and the patients who survived because of his unwillingness to give up. Elizabeth Meringer of ELSO said it best: "Without Dr. Bartlett, there is no ECMO. He is survived by his wife Wanda, their 3 children, and generations of practitioners who continue to follow in his footsteps." Dr. Robert H. Bartlett passed away after a long, meaningful life. His impact lives on every time a life is saved using ECMO technology. Tributes to Robert H. Bartlett. Number 5. Richie made basketball feel like home, a place where you were seen, heard, and pushed to be your best. Richie Adubato, a man defined by passion, knowledge, and heart, passed away peacefully at the age of 87. His incredible journey through the world of basketball stretched across 4 decades and touched countless lives. He started on New Jersey's hardwood courts, coaching young players with sharp instincts and a big heart. From those small gyms, he rose to the bright lights of the NBA, leading teams like the Pistons, Mavericks, and Magic. Richie didn't just coach games, he coached people. Players, assistants, and colleagues remember his wisdom, warmth, and sense of humor. But it was in the WNBA where Richie made one of his boldest marks. Taking over the New York Liberty in 1999, he led them to 3 finals appearances in 4 years. He gave players like Teresa Weatherspoon and Becky Hammon the confidence to shine, creating a culture of excellence that still defines the team today. He later brought that same passion to the Washington Mystics and then shared his insights as the radio voice for the Orlando Magic. Whether on the sidelines or behind a microphone, Richie connected with fans and athletes in unforgettable ways. Off the court, he was a devoted husband, father, and friend. His daughter Beth lovingly described him as the funny, smart, energetic, genuinely warm human being he always was. Those who knew Richie say it was never just about basketball. It was about building relationships, lifting others up, and making every moment count. The Orlando Magic honored him as someone who brought joy wherever he went. The entire basketball world feels the loss of a coach who made the game better, one person at a time. Richie passed away from natural causes, surrounded by love and with his lasting legacy firmly etched into the hearts of those he inspired. He is survived by his loving wife, Carol, and his children, including Scott, who proudly carries on his coaching tradition. Richie Adubato's voice, his laughter, his focus, all still echo in the halls where basketball lives. Tributes to Richie Adubato. Number 4. In an age when the media stranglehold is ever tightening, Watkins's films remain a vibrant and engaging force. Those words from the British Film Institute speak volumes about Peter Watkins. A creative mind unafraid to provoke thought, he helped redefine what cinema could be. Peter Watkins passed away peacefully at the age of 90. His death followed a brief illness, leaving behind a global legacy that continues to challenge, educate, and stir conversation. He didn't just make films, he started movements. With Culloden, he reimagined history through the lens of modern journalism. In The War Game, he dared to depict nuclear devastation so honestly it was banned from TV, yet later won an Oscar. With Privilege and Punishment Park, he unflinchingly scrutinized state power and media manipulation. His later masterpiece, The Journey, spanned continents and ideas, pushing viewers to confront the moral weight of silence in the nuclear age. Peter was relentless. As a filmmaker, he refused to bow to conventional storytelling. He used non-professional actors, broke the fourth wall, and disassembled form to open dialogue. As a theorist, he rejected passive entertainment, warning of the monoform, a media system he believed dulled awareness and limited dissent. His voice was clear, bold, and deeply human. Whether critiquing the role of broadcasters or empowering young filmmakers, Peter believed in media's potential to heal and awaken. His influence stretches far beyond his own works. Countless directors, educators, and students found courage in his example. He spent much of his later life in Scandinavia, always writing, reflecting, mentoring. Yet his heart was never far from the debates he ignited on war, power, truth, and who gets to tell the story. Tributes from around the world poured in. One longtime colleague remarked, "Peter challenged us to think harder." He held up a mirror and asked, "What are we really watching, and why?" He is survived by close family, and by a body of work that remains deeply relevant. Peter Watkins showed us how film could be a form, not just a screen, how truth-telling could be cinematic, and how vision, when paired with conscience, could change the way we see the world. Tributes to Peter Watkins. Number 3. He emerges as a man of extraordinary courage, wrote a close colleague, words that echo powerfully in remembering Anthony Gray. Anthony passed away peacefully in Norwich at the age of 87, after a long life marked by deep conviction, compassion, and unmatched courage. Though known to many through the headlines, it was the quiet strength behind those headlines that defined him. As a Reuters correspondent during a turbulent era, he was stationed alone in Beijing when his life took a harrowing turn. In 1967, mid-cultural revolution, Red Guard stormed his home and subjected him to nearly 27 months of solitary confinement. He became an unwilling symbol of Cold War tensions, but a powerful voice for press freedom and human dignity. His resilience through intense isolation was astonishing. Anthony didn't let fear define him. He turned suffering into purpose. Upon his release, he authored Hostage in Peking, writing candidly about his ordeal. His integrity struck a chord around the world, earning him the Order of the British Empire and Journalist of the Year. Yet, he never sought the spotlight. Instead, he channeled his energy into promoting truth and empathy. As an author, he wrote acclaimed historical novels like Saigon and Peking, stories rich with humanity and shaped by his belief in cross-cultural understanding. His thoughtful voice extended to radio and television through the BBC and later into action. He founded Hostage Action worldwide, advocating for forgotten captives around the globe. Despite all he endured, Anthony bore no bitterness. He maintained respect for the Chinese people, and decades later China honored him as an old friend. His legacy echoes not only through his words but through the countless journalists he inspired. He believed facts must be told, but always with a deep heart behind the pen. Anthony is survived by his daughters Lucy and Clarissa, his partner Sally Bromley, and grandsons Eddie and Oscar. He passed after a brief illness, surrounded by love and family. Though he is gone, his story of bravery, kindness, and quiet persistence will continue to light fires in others. Tributes to Anthony Gray. Number 2, courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. In everything he did, Nabil Shaban proved this truth time and time again. Born in Jordan and raised in England, Nabil faced immense challenges from a young age due to osteogenesis imperfecta, but he never let that define him. Instead, he blazed a trail for others, changing the very way we look at the stage, screen, and society. He wasn't just a performer, he was a force. Nabil co-founded the revolutionary Gray Theatre Company, providing a bold new platform for disabled artists in the UK. Under his leadership, Gray became a beacon of inclusive storytelling, rewriting what theatre could be. For many, Nabil is best remembered for bringing the villainous Syl to life in Doctor Who. With that unforgettable laugh and sharp delivery, he left fans captivated. He also appeared in notable films like City of Joy, Wittgenstein, and Children of Men, adding depth and power to every role he touched. But his greatest role may have been off-camera, as a passionate advocate. He challenged perceptions, produced documentaries, and reimagined history through a lens of disability pride. Whether speaking out in interviews or supporting young artists, he never stopped pushing for justice and inclusion. Nabil passed away peacefully at the age of 72. His death is a tremendous loss, yet his legacy shines on. Doctor Who co-star Nicola Bryant called him a wonderful actor, good friend, and probably one of the best villains of all time, adding, "He worked tirelessly for disabled actors and always brought such dedication and humor to whatever he was doing." He is survived by his wife Marcella and son Zeniel. His family, friends, fans, and countless artists touched by his work will carry his spirit forward. Nabil Shaban gave voice to those too often left unheard. His strength, wit, and brilliance shaped a more inclusive future. He may be gone, but the doors he opened will never close. Tributes to Nabil Shaban. What's trending on the internet? News 1. It's with a heavy heart that we share the story of Owen Kenny, a 19-year-old freshman at the College of Charleston in South Carolina, who recently passed away. Owen, a proud graduate of Red Bank Catholic High School in New Jersey, was last seen near his college campus in the early hours of October 31st and was reported missing soon after. In an incredible show of unity, family, friends, local volunteers, and law enforcement joined together in a heartfelt search across Charleston. On Saturday morning, authorities respectfully confirmed the recovery of Owen's body near Patriots Point, emphasizing the privacy and compassion Owen's family deserves during this profoundly difficult time. While Owen's passing has affected many, his memory will live on in the kindness and community spirit shown by all those who came together to support his loved ones. Our thoughts are with Owen's family, friends, and everyone touched by his journey. Let's continue to honor Owen by reaching out to those around us, sharing kindness, and ensuring that no one feels alone. News 2. There's a story today from Florida that truly touches the heart. Deputy Michael Kunovich, a 27-year-old St. Johns County Sheriff's Office deputy, was recently lost while serving his community during what started as a routine response to a car crash. His dedication to helping others and his steadfast bravery are deeply felt by all who knew him, and by the many more who are now hearing his story. Deputy Kunovich was known for his kindness and commitment, the sort of public servant who brought comfort and safety to his neighbors. Although his time with us was far too short, his impact will be felt for years to come, both in the lives he touched directly and as a shining example of selfless service. As friends, family, and the entire St. Johns County community unite in remembrance, many are already sharing stories of his generosity, positive spirit, and unwavering courage. Deputy Kunovich will be remembered not just for his badge, but for the compassion and dedication he brought to every day on the job. His legacy serves as a powerful reminder of the difference one person can make, and he leaves behind an inspiration that will live on in the hearts of many. News 3. There's a story today that could have had a very different ending, one that reminds us just how resilient and caring our communities can be. On a Friday morning in Hyde Park, 3 school buses filled with excited students headed out on a much-anticipated field trip. In an unexpected moment, those buses were involved in a crash, and more than 30 children, along with an adult, were soon receiving care and support from first responders and hospital staff. Thankfully, despite the shock and concern, reports say everyone is expected to recover, and the quick actions of bus drivers, teachers, and emergency crews made all the difference. It's moments like these that reveal the strength and compassion within our neighborhoods. As those students return home, they're met with extra hugs, grateful hearts, and a community that's looking out for them. Here's to appreciation for everyday heroes, and the safe, happy memories still ahead for every child on that field trip. News 4. Imagine this. A bright afternoon in beautiful Hanalei Bay, Kauai, where 27-year-old lifeguard and surfer Chance Swanson was riding the waves near the popular Pine Trees surf break. In an unexpected moment, Chance was bitten on the leg by a shark, an event that quickly brought together the strength and spirit of the local community. Thanks to the quick action of first responders, Chance received immediate care and was rushed to Wilcox Medical Center before being transferred for specialized treatment in Honolulu. Doctors are working hard to help Chance recover, and while he faces a long road ahead, his friends and family remain hopeful. Known for his friendliness and his embodiment of the true spirit of aloha, Chance is celebrated by everyone around him. Described as humble, always smiling, and deeply respected both for his bravery as a lifeguard and his love of surfing, Chance's positive energy uplifts the entire community. Local residents have rallied around Chance and his family, supporting his recovery through heartfelt messages and donations to help cover medical costs. As Honolulu Bay temporarily closes to keep beachgoers safe, Chance's story reminds us of how challenges can draw a community closer, shining a light on the courage and compassion that make Kauai so special. We wish Chance a strong recovery ahead, and no doubt his bright smile and aloha spirit will continue to touch hearts for years to come. News 5. Here's a feel-good update that's sure to inspire. Beloved Oscar-winning actor Russell Crowe, now 61, has just opened up about his incredible journey to better health, shedding nearly 60 pounds over the past year. Crowe, known for unforgettable films like Gladiator and A Beautiful Mind, revealed his progress ahead of the release of his latest movie, Nuremberg. Russell credits this transformation to healthier eating, regular exercise, and smart moderation in his daily habits, especially cutting back on alcohol. He also worked closely with a healthcare platform to manage injuries from years of action roles, helping him move more comfortably and keep active. Fans first noticed his slimmer, vibrant look at Wimbledon and more recently at movie premieres, where Crowe's confidence and energy truly lit up the room. As Crowe says himself, this journey is about long-term wellness and staying active for years to come. Russell Crowe is showing all of us that it's never too late to invest in our own health, proving that age is just a number. Here's to his achievements and the uplifting reminder that positive change is always possible. News 6. Here's a story that's got folks reflecting on life's twists and turns. In New York, the estate of 72-year-old Yvonne Lloyd will receive payment from the state after a medical procedure left a piece of a surgical blade inside him. Yvonne's experience at a state-run hospital led to ongoing pain, but his perseverance helped bring the issue to light, sparking important conversations about patient safety. While the circumstances are serious, what stands out is Yvonne's resilience and his family's determination to seek answers. Their actions remind us about the value of speaking up when something isn't right and how individuals can help improve care for everyone. The Lloyd family's story will be remembered not just for a legal outcome, but for inspiring positive change in the healthcare system. Their courage honors Ivan's legacy and encourages all of us to advocate for ourselves and our loved ones. News 7. It's a story that brings back cherished memories for so many, the original cast of Days of Our Lives. From the moment this iconic soap first aired in 1965, actors like Frances Reed as Alice Horton, MacDonald Carey as Tom Horton, and Susan Seaforth Hayes as Julie Olson became household names and beloved friends to countless viewers. Through decades of dramatic storylines, milestones, and heartfelt goodbyes, these talented stars truly shaped daytime television. Frances Reed graced the screen for more than 40 years, touching hearts with her warmth and wisdom, while MacDonald Carey's legendary voice and presence set the tone for the entire show. Susan Seaforth Hayes, still charming fans to this day, has given life to Julie Olson Williams since the show's beginnings, becoming a symbol of resilience and hometown spirit. While some original cast members have gently passed on, their legacy lives in the enduring love of fans and the new generations of characters inspired by their work. We celebrate these trailblazers for building a community that feels like family, reminding us how a great story and a welcoming heart can last a lifetime. Number 1. She lifted up everyone around her with her joy, courage, and kindness. These words from Coach Nicole Van Dyke perfectly capture who Mia Hamont was, both on and off the field. A standout goalkeeper from Corte Madera, California, Mia's soccer journey began early. At Redwood High School, she ranked third nationally in save percentage. Her sharp reflexes, quick decisions, and fearless heart made her a force in every match. Mia's career only grew stronger with Marin FC and later the University of Washington. As a Husky, she wasn't just a player. She was a leader, a teammate, and a trusted friend. From Cal North's ODP program to the Far West Regional Championship win, every step of her journey reflected her grit and love for the game. But Mia's impact reached far beyond soccer. She was a spark of energy and warmth. Teammates called her the heart of every team. She made people feel seen, valued, and included. Her joy was contagious, even in the toughest moments. At just 21, Mia passed away after a brave fight with stage 4 kidney cancer. Through it all, she showed the same determination and grace she brought to the field. Pat Chun, UW's athletic director, reflected on her strength. Her remarkable courage through adversity and the legacy she leaves behind will forever inspire the UW family. Mia's hometown and soccer community haven't stopped honoring her. Marin FC invited supporters to wear orange ribbons in her memory, a subtle but powerful show of love. She is survived by her parents, Candace and Kevin, along with the many whose lives she lit up along the way. The University of Washington will share details on how friends and fans can come together to celebrate her life. Mia Hamont taught us how to lead with kindness, fight with spirit, and always lift others as we rise. Her legacy lives in every save, every cheer, and every teammate who carries her lessons forward. Tributes to Mia Hamont. They changed everything we thought we knew about life. These words, often spoken about James Watson and his groundbreaking discovery, ring louder today as the world reflects on his remarkable life.